wonderful country here. Toscana. Oh, wow. Come on. Look. This plane is very important for Tuscany. You find this plane in many plates. And even in my gelato. Even in my gelato. I put rosemary inside with raspberry. Tastes wonderful. It's a trademark flavor, and we sell a lot of this. Really, a lot. Rosemary. Buongiorno. I was born very close here from San Gimignano, 10, 50 kilometers far, more or less, in very small village. I was the only kid from my family because my mom don't have more kids. I began, poor boy, with the short pants, not the right color. So, when the kids bully me in my youngness, it was, of course, not a good time. It was not. We have a different step from status. And the kids, they say what they think. They don't have filter. But this make me stronger day by day, day by day. If I have to cry, of course I have to cry, like everyone. I could cry now if when I don't stop to talk now, because I remember everything. I feel in my skin, everything. It was a wish from me when my dad said, go to the hotel school, is 100 kilometers far away. You have to live there for a week. You come just a weekend at home. It was nice. I can begin again. And then it was so. I began to live. I was curious to go to German because German language is very, very difficult. So I said to myself, go to German. So you have to learn German. And I live in the south of Germany, 2.5 years, and then I'm going to the Baltic Sea, Kiel. And always I work in hotel. I was waiter in this time. And one day come two guys. They come to me and say, Sergio, we wish to open a bistro here. We wish to have you inside in our company, you know. You can be our partner. I said, why not? So we began this new adventure. We have a big problem after a while. Oh, Sergio, we don't have enough money now to pay you, probably later. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, okay. Then I say, okay, next month is the last month for me. I stand up and I said, I want to have nothing for you. I began to look around me And I find in a small town a place, nice small place, where I can open my own restaurants, pizzeria restaurant. So after 3 months later, in July, I could open my pizzeria, and I was so happy. I have a line outside. The people they're waiting. They was waiting when the search is free. Huh? They're going down to and they come to inside. So really, it's like here. Not so long, of course. But anyway, my brother-in-law wish he wanna do the same like me. Wanna open a restaurant? Okay, I'll help you. I gave him money, and we opened a second restaurant. He managed this. Okay, I say to my brother-in-law, now you have a restaurant, it's going. Now I wish to open a gelato shop. And then was born my son. And my son, after a couple of weeks, was very sick. My wife stayed all the day there, and I stayed all the night. It was very difficult moment. No money, no work, problem with my kids. It was not easy. But, sorry. Every strong moment in life, when don't kill you, give you power, you know? After this moment, I say to myself, because later my son was okay, I said to myself, nothing can kill me. Nothing. This was strong enough for me. And when I survive this, I can survive everything. And it's true. I can survive everything. After 2 years, the gelateria in Germany is going very well. But I decide to sell because we decide to come back to Italy. So I come back to Italy and I don't know what I have to do. And one evening I was with my cousin to dinner in Florence, and they tell me, have you given a look in San Gimignano? Oh, say, no. Oh, come on, San Gimignano, the last year, many tourists come there. Probably it's a good opportunity. I come in San Gimignano and I saw one place in the square. It was a door closed. I say, what is here? It's probably one shop. Nobody will open. I cling the ring, and they told me, what do you want to do? What do you wish? Oh, no, I am gelato maker. I wish to do gelato. Oh, you wish to do gelato? Really happy. Really happy. Come on, I'll let you see that. He opened the door and let me see. It was very, very small. Smaller than now. But he said, I give you for gelateria. So I made a contract, I pay in advance, and I began to do the work inside. After 3-4 months, I became a letter. Your permit to do the gelateria is blocked. The judge decided to don't let me open the shop because the territory was too close to the other gelato shop. So, I was very sad. I spent all my money in this investigation, and the major tell me I can open, the judge tell me I cannot open. But all the money I have in this moment was there. I invested there. So it was a very bad time, another bad time in my life. And we was very sad, and my wife said, we don't have more money now, what do you want to do? I was in the corner. I began to go every day to the major. You gave me the possibility to open, you tell me it's possible. You have to find a solution to help me. I cannot find a solution. And I was so strong to go every day to the major. And I knocking on the door. What do you want to do? I don't have more money now. Everything I spend there. And this I do every day. After months, call me, the major, and said, Sergio, you have to go in this office. They have to tell you something. Okay. I'm going there in this office, and they tell me, Mr. Dondoli, I have a possibility to let you open the shop. Wow. But you must be very quickly, because the law, they let you close at the shop, it's falling. But you must be quickly. We don't know how long you will have time. So I'm going. Immediately there, I take my father, was old, but no problem, come, help me. And we began to work like crazy. And all the people around me, all the other gelateria, you know, they still, they are there. They was very jealous. They don't wish I open. And they make sabotage. One day, my mother became a telephone call, and they said, don't let open your son the shop. So it's, you know, it's not mafia, but they have seen the film. The 8th of April, 1992, at 4 p.m., by rain day, we opened the shop and we sell our first gelato. The first gelato was 1,500 lira, the small one. It was Amarena is with cherry. And the guy, remember exactly, the guy that came to me to buy this gelato. I got this gelato and I fall in this guy. And this guy first going in this direction, so, and then right down to the other gelato shop. And let's try. I'm going to the door. Let's try the gelato. So began our gelateria. But it's not finished. The bad time is not finished in San Gimignano. A week later, they decide to open the street in front of my gelateria. So they opened this 4 meter, very deep, 2 meter deep. So nobody can come in my gelato shop. Nobody. Oh, I saw all the people walking there, But it was impossible to come to me. Okay, he said, how long they have to do this work? A week? No. 6 months. Oh no. 6 months. So I can close again. I can close again. So then I'm going again to the major and I say, do something, or let me do something to let me survive. Please, let me do a little bridge, more or less a bridge. And I put something green over, you know, I make beautiful, but anyway, nobody come there. No, nobody come there. So then I decide to help me in other. I print a discount paper to buy gelato by me, and then I'm going to the door from San Gimignano, the heat door, and I'm waiting of the bus. And I come the bus. I saw French bus, come on. They open the door and they don't let come out the people. I come inside the bus fast and began to talk in French. Sir, we have a new gelato shop. Here is discount for you. And I gave everyone discount. And I come around and then I wait up the next bus. Spain, one, and going inside. And the other, German, again, inside. So I made 2, 3 buses, and then I run to the shop to help eventually my wife. And someone come inside. So I survive with this thing. I survive through the summer. I survive. I want to introduce you to my wife, Franca. Franca, she stayed always on my right part. It's my right hand, my left hand, and my head, sometimes even my feet. Without Franca, I can do, it's not possible what I have created, such as I have to thank Franca. We do every battle together. Franca, vieni. Un regalino dal mercato, vada per dire. When I began to know Franca, she was working in gelato shop in Germany, in the gelato shop for my brother-in-law. And since this day, 1977, we stayed together.
Troppo lungo, digli.
Too long. So I understood I have to learn. I have to know what I have to do. I cannot do gelato with the recipe from this for you or for the other guy. I have to be free for myself. I have to organize my way, my gelato, my way.
Io sono chef da 40 anni e sinceramente i miei dessert sono sempre, si chiudono sempre con un abbinamento di gelato. Quando c'è qualità, il gelato non è una cosa semplice, è una cosa deliziosa, un momento, un attimo di piacevolezza. Perché anzi ho portato anche i miei pasticceri a fare un grande corso di gelateria proprio per far capire l'evoluzione della qualità nel gelato. Questa passione, perché poi ha creato, come un artista, ha creato un gusto, no? Quindi il gusto dei gelati di Sergio sono il zafferano e pinoli, per esempio, perché perché lo zafferano è a San Gimignano, i pinoli sono toscani e ha creato questo gusto, si chiama crema di Santa Fina. Sergio ha una giornata abbastanza complessa, dalla selezione delle materie prime, quindi il latte fresco. Sì, c'è la passione, c'è l'amore per quello che facciamo e cerchiamo sempre di fare meglio. Ma il futuro è questo. Io dico, oggi bisogna dare alla nuova generazione trasmettere questa passione perché possa continuare, che non va poi in mano all'industria, no? Quindi l'artigianalità del cibo o del gelato o anche di chi produce il latte, le materie prime in generale, è fondamentale nel futuro, perché i ragazzi, i giovani devono trasmettere questo alle nuove generazioni. È un cambio generazionale che va avanti, questo è bellissimo.
Dolce amaro, in English, is bittersweet. I dedicate the gelato to my wife. Yes. When we when we was very young, she was very sweet to me, and after the marriage, she come to be better, bitter, a little bit bitter. So bitter. That's not true. It's just a joke. The gelato, the life. I mean, I tell this name bittersweet because the life is for everyone, bitter and sweet. But I produce the gelato with many different spices, and every spice have a different taste, like the life. In your life, you have a different taste moment, young, you old, etc., etc. We have here another blackberry with lavender. It's incredible, this sorbet. You can find lavender everywhere, in every garden. In Tuscany, you see a lavender plant. And close by here, champelmo is our another trademark flavor. It have a big success because it's made with champagne of Vernaccia and pink grapefruit. Vernaccia is the local wine from San Gimignano. I combine the both things, and we have a wonderful sorbet. In the beginning, to produce gelato, my shop, I use, like everyone in this time, product from the industry to produce gelato. I think it's very important when we realize our job with ethic. We do better for us, better for other people, and even better for the healthy, for everything. So one day I heard very close by San Gimignano was open the first biodynamic farm. Biodynamic farm. What is biodynamic? I don't know exactly. I was curious. I was going to visit. And I called with Fabio. Fabio was one of the owners. And when I began to go to Fabio, I tell him, I wish to know about your farm, about your how you produce the milk, etc., etc. And before he told me that, he make me a question. I'll say, Sergio, you know how old can arrive cows, they have to produce milk in the milk-intensive production farm? Oh, no idea, really. around 30 months. And Sergio, you know how many calves they have in life? I have no idea, Fabio. 1.2. Okay. And then I ask him, and how old are your cows? Between 16 and 18 years old. Come on. So different. And how many calves? 15 to 16 times happy life. Pay attention. This happy life, it was the first time I heard about happy life. But my question was, how many calves they have? And I tell you, why you tell me happy life? Oh, it's very easy, because every time my cows became a calf is happy. She have realized what she have to do in life. Good question, good answer. But I was not, I said, why this difference? 16, 17 year old, 30 months, why this difference? To produce more milk, cows need to have bigger udder. This bigger udder make a problem, can make a problem. Is the risk there after 30 months, the skin is not elastic enough to contain this quantity of milk, and udder can explosion. When udder explosion, cow is dead. And this is very bad. The farmer preferred to kill around 30 months before this passed, so can take money for the meat. This was a very bad story. When I think I became my milk from this poor cow, they never know what is this cow life. They have to eat this incredible thing just to produce better. Thinking about the chicken, it's the same. 1,000 chicken in square meter. Come on, what is life? This is not life. It's not good. This is really not good. So I asked Fabio, can you sell me your milk? I prefer to give you money, my money to you, because you have good milk and you have respect of animals. And Fabio was very happy. Yes, was very happy, but he said me, Sergio, we have to wait 1 year more or less, because I don't have enough cows for... in 1 year, I will have enough. So, Fabio, please don't tell me that. I cannot wait 1 year now. I cannot wait 1 year, because now I know this history. We have to find another solution. Fabio said, no solution, Sergio. We don't have cow. We don't have another cow. And we don't have money to buy new cows. Please wait 1 year. So I decide to give him money to buy new cows. And I became a letter, it was a wish, a letter where I write, I have adopted the cows in this farm. So I can say my cows, even though they are not me. But since this day, I use this milk. And this is incredible milk. But it's also incredible for me because I know I do something very well for my world and for my customer. Because the milk I receive is raw milk. It's not pasteurized milk. We pasteurize, but we receive raw milk. And this raw milk is so incredible. And even when we pasteurize by 85 centigrade, we don't kill everything. We preserve a lot of vitamin, a lot of living protein, a lot of mineral salt, a lot of antibody. Yes, antibody. Because cows don't produce milk for me, they produce for the calf. And this milk must contain everything needed the calf to survive. By the way, in this farm, since 80, they never use one pig antibiotic, one pig chemical medicine, nothing. And the reason is because the cows are happy. Probably for you is not easy to understand this happiness. But I try to tell you what I mean with this happiness. Animals know what they have to do. Home dog. Sometimes you see how a home dog to go to eat grass. You don't tell this dog to do that. Cat, the same. They go to eat grass sometimes because they needed this. They know that. And even my cows, when they have problem, they go to eat different grass, sunflower, I don't know, whatever. But stress make animals sick. What I mean with stress. An example, you take a lion from the wilderness, you put in the zoo, these lions have problem, begin to be sick, have stress. Because the lion say, this is not my life here. I have to run, I have to hunt, I have to whatever, make love, whatever. This is not my life. And to survive, these lions need medicine, antibiotic, vitamin, whatever I needed. And now I tell you why my cows are happy. In our farm, the cows are free. And when they are ready to be pregnant, like every animals, what they do, send pheromone in the air. And our bull understand the sign. And if they are so far away, each other, they begin to talk. Of course, I cannot understand this language, but I mean, they say, come closer, come on. Come closer. And finally, they come closer. When they are closer, when they come together, we put both in the North Sea place, and they stayed a week, 10 days long together. After 9 months, became a baby. Always the mama every day can see these kids, can talk with the kids. By the end of this history, my cows don't have reason to be sick because she have realized everything she have to do in this life. They are free. They became the attention for the bull. They became the baby, and the baby is here. Is healthy. This is the reason why we don't use medicine in this farm, because our cows are happy. And when it's very hot, like today, the cows, they prefer to stay here inside because they have a ventilator. But it's not only ventilator, we have a saloon massage too. Yes, with like spa. So now we are here in the Narsi place, and to my right we have a Cora, these wonderful cows with this heart in front. Cora is like water, heart. So, and she will become a baby inside 5 days, 7 days, and she will be happy cows, you know, because every cows when she became baby is really happy. So they have a happy life in this farm, every cows have a little happy life. And the baby is what every cows wish to have in life.
Perché Poggio di Camporbiano, come sapete, è un esperimento, no? Un esperimento di agricoltura naturale, ma è anche un esperimento di condivisione, è un esperimento se... La domanda è questa: si può fare agricoltura sempre con un'ottica alla eticità, alla moralità? Questa è la cosa che ci ha sempre mosso, quindi noi non sappiamo fare l'agricoltura convenzionale, chimica, non la sappiamo fare e non la vogliamo fare perché noi vogliamo fare un qualcosa che chi compra e mangia i nostri prodotti sia contento e i bambini possano non avere nessun tipo di pregiudizio. Questa per noi è la cosa principale. Lui dalla parte sua ha messo questa grande abilità nel fare il gelato e anche ha sposato la nostra filosofia. Quando due filosofie si sposano insieme non possono che avere un risultato ottimo, e questo è il risultato che vediamo di giorno in giorno. Aumentiamo sempre più il latte che dobbiamo dargli, quindi questo è il risultato migliore. Questa è una fattoria dove la felicità sia nostra che degli animali deve essere al primo posto e da sempre è stato il nostro primo obiettivo, ed è per quello che gli animali li curiamo come curiamo noi stessi, e da 35 anni in questi animali non è mai stato dato un antibiotico, quindi siamo oltre il biologico, ancora più che il biologico, perché loro sono come le nostre sorelle nel cammino della vita.
Usually the big milk producer, they receive milk from many different farms. These many different farms have many different cows. Different cows produce different milk in fat, in protein, lactose, everything. Everyone different. The first reason, they have a so tiny filter they can preserve the germ, eventually. Second, they wish to separate the single ingredient containing the milk. I will tell you later why. So they have a different filter. They have a filter for lactose. You know, the molecule weight, the molecule large are different. So they have a filter. They take this molecule, the fat, the lactose, etc., etc., etc. Mineral salt, vitamin, whatever. After this process, they make milk reconstruction. You know, 87% more or less in milk is water. All the other ingredients, 13%. So they take a bottle, for example, they put water again inside, 87%, and then begin to make milk reconstruction. Part of the fat, part of the vitamin, part of the protein, part of the mineral salt, part of the lactose, etc., etc. They mix together, they pasteurize, they homogenize, and they give you in bottle. So, this is the milk you receive. Why they don't do difference? When they became milk every day, fresh for the difference farm, they don't put all the pasteurize immediately and put in bottle. While all this manipulation, they cannot do difference because they have to respect the label outside. You know, in my youngness, exists just one milk. Go in a supermarket and look how many different milk you have. You have a milk with high fat, low fat, without fat, without lactose, without this, including this, without that. So they have to prepare the milk how you desire. We was crazy in the past to ask him, oh, come on, can you give me please milk without this? Or can you give me this with higher and this? We self. And the big milk producer, they understand to make business, they do that. But by all this manipulation, to the end, the milk you receive is more or less that. The milk I use is raw, living, everything living inside, including antibody, living vitamin, living protein, living everything living, mineral salt, everything. Come on, it's a big difference. But anyway, we have a electric conduction control. Through this control, we can understand if something different in the milk. So we control by every cow, when the first time they give milk, our milk, we put this milk going one way in one pipeline, and we have by the beginning and the end of this pipeline 2 electrodes, and we let work electricity with the milk inside. And this gives in our computer a graphic, and this is the fingerprint. Okay? We control this milk. If it's milk healthy, good, so no jam, we say the computer always, when you became this milk, so it's okay, you can put in bottle. But anyway, we want to talk about real gelato. It's sure these ingredients. These ingredients begin by milk, of course. We have the best milk, Tuscany, 100%, 100%. One of the best milk Italy. And this milk makes a big difference when we're talking about milk gelato. When we're talking about fruit gelato, you know, we use just natural fruit, just. 90% more or less our fruit is organic. We have a many bio farm around San Gimignano. It was the first bio district, Italy. But anyway, our fruit gelato is made just with natural fruit. I tell you, a lot of fruit is organic, with big quantity of fruit. This make a big difference.
Se sembrine che venga della zona di qua.
Di Mugello, dovrebbe arrivare qualcosina nella bianca, no?
A me questi giorni.
Dammelo duri.
Non parlare con segno di rossa.
Ci metto 4-5 perine rosse.
Vai, mettimi una fatica per vai.
Ciao,
Grazie.
ciao.
Oh, dear, I love this fruit. I love so much this fruit. They don't have enough. But next week they will be bring to do gelato. Because begin the season, you know. It's khaki. Yeah, begin. It's rather big. You will see, you can see around here, in every garden we have one khaki fruit. Khaki. We say khaki. Persimmon, I know. Persimmon, we say khaki. We have 2 different names. Khaki is in all Italian. Pomo it's in Tuscany. The old name was Pomo. They changed in khaki because originally this come from Orient. It's Orient name. So, and this is one of the most important fruit. Contain a lot of vitamin, beta carotene. You see the colors. So because it's a fruit that come late to the season. That's mean the natural thing. We're going to the winter. Is a bad time for your body, you know, for your healthy. I give you a fruit to do better, to have better. So this fruit contains really a lot of vitamin, a lot of mineral salt. Incredible thing. It's one of the most important fruits. And I love it. Every spoon you take from my fruit, you have for example, strawberry, 65% real strawberry mouth, with all vitamin, all mineral salt. No flavors, no colors, of course not. We don't use this. And when you're thinking also about the milk gelato we produce, you can say it. That's our gelato compared to other could be healthy for you. You take a lot of vitamin, a lot of protein by milk and by fruit. Okay, I know that gelato is not the healthiest thing in the world, but compared to other, could be healthy. My gelato could be healthy. And the success of my gelato begin by the love we put to do it. And of course, without this, you cannot do nothing well. Of course, there's ingredients. And I'm lucky to be in San Gimignano.
I think Sergio is doing good things for the town, for San Gimignano, especially because he's doing such an high-quality product. So when people arrive in San Gimignano, most of them want to try gelato. So considering Sergio and considering how many people are coming from all over the world and the product is producing here, he could be even produce something lower quality than what he's doing. But I think he was always honest with his own dream, with his idea. So his idea was to have a high quality product, researching every day to get a better recipe, better quality, better ingredients. And that's not so obvious. He worked really hard, is still dreaming, is still looking for something new, is always involving people. The gelato was invented in Tuscany. And so I'm proud even about this, that we have a very good place for gelato, which is part of the history of Tuscany. But I think when you speak about Sergio, you should speak about the family. Yeah? Okay, especially the wife. A great wife. She's running the store in a crazy way. She's always silent, but she takes control of everything, totally everything. For women, it's not so easy, especially in Italy. We are trying to improve our position or the social dimension for women. So we do not love to talk about the women just because we're working beside a man. We want to work on our own. I think she was very important. We have to ask to Sergio especially, but I think he can confirm it. Everyone in town knows that he's so famous, internationally famous. And then I can say that every time some journalist is coming to town to visit, they always ask about Sergio. There are many persons who want to take picture with him. You will see, if you spend just half an hour in the square with him, you will see he's a superstar.
Gelato! Sente qui, signor, buongiorno! Gelato!
I come in San Gimignano and I still remember in my youngness, I was here just one time with my dad. And I could not forget this day because we walking inside the town and we saw one shop. They still have a hat, but not regular hat. You know, Fiorentina hat, Milan, Juventus, Turin, all football team hat I never saw in life. Hard Fiorentina.
We have curva fiesole, our gelato for Florentina. Ricotta cheese and blueberry. Yeah. Together with our very, very famous crema di Santa Fina with the saffron of San Gimignano and pine nuts. And to the end, to give more freshness, I will put our rosemary baby, our raspberry with rosemary. And then we have a wonderful gelato.
We are a city where people live, where people smell the history, and we have a great responsibility because we have to conserve for the next generation this wonderful heritage. So we are not only an example of a medieval town, but the treasure, the paint, the fresco are inside their original place. So this is making great San Gimignano all over the world. We belong to a different generation, but Sergio is a protagonista of the recent history of San Gimignano. He is an ambassador of Italian enogastronomic, and he is also an ambassador of San Gimignano because with the culture of the food bring the name of San Gimignano in Italy all over the world. Yeah, and you know, Sergio uses raw materials from the territory, and this is another value, and this is very important for us to share our typical products, our history, and our flavor. Okay, I would like to underline this social attitude of Sergio. His generosity with the people, his friendship. Every time he's joyful. Sergio is a joyful person.
When I do my gelato class, my mission today is to let you understand what is the real gelato. So I began the idea with the school because for me it was important. I know the almost customer we have here come from ice cream world. Every customer, not Italian of course, but every customer from all over the world, they come to us in the past, but even now, they say, I wish to have ice cream. And this makes me nervous. I said I want to do a school where the people have to learn that ice cream is not gelato or gelato is not ice cream. This was my mission. The beginners, we salt. So, okay. Then we have here a mix of our stabilizer, natural stabilizer, lactobacillus beans, guar, agar-agar gamma, and pectin, just to give emulsifier. And we have milk powder here, organic milk powder. So, and we put in, the gelato must be precise. This is saccharose or coffee sugar. You can talk how you want. Coffee sugar. Then we have two other different sugar. One is glucose dry, is a corn sugar. Corn sugar. We use different sugar because when we do just with the saccharose, this will be too sweet, the gelato. Saccharose is very sweet, you know, too sweet the coffee. And glucose dry, for example, is 50% sweetless, but it's also a sugar, right? Or a sugar. And then to the last, another sugar is dextrose. Dextrose is
Another corn sugar is 30% sweetless, but I can freeze deeper throughout the sugar. Work difference by freezer moment, you know? So, and now we are finished with our dry ingredients. What we have to do? We have to make milkshake again from our wonderful milk. So, you will see is a big part of this recipe is milk. So 1,600 grams inside. Yeah, wow, wonderful. And then cream, wonderful cream. 600 cream. Oh, yes, whole thing. Oh, whole bottle, wonderful. So, and now we will mix with our special blender here. So, now we will put in our machine inside because we have to pasteurize. We have to arrive 85 centigrade. 85 centigrade is high enough to kill every eventual germ, but we don't have germ. But anyway, we have to do that. Okay, look. Sec. Wow. How is go with the gelato? Come on. It's okay. Beautiful. Put in. Put in again. And then I put this. All in all, we produce probably 80 flavors in here. Some are seasonal, you know. We're going to season. But all in all, 70, 80. In the moment, we have, I think, 38 flavors. A lot. But we can do that. We can do a lot of flavor because we sell every flavor every day. We don't have a flavor or a gelato older than 24 hours. And this is very important. The art to produce my gelato is very important, the freshness. It's not alone the freshness of these ingredients, the good ingredients, even the freshness of production. Because all gelato let day by day some of quality. If you pass 3 days, begin to go down the quality. It's not bad, you can eat, but it's change. The modern gelato from today began end of Middle Age, begin of Renaissance. And the history said that our queen, Caterina de' Medici, the Queen of Florence, married Henry II, the King of France. But how was possible in Renaissance to produce cold without electricity? When I do gelato, my machine arrives minus 25 centigrade, is around minus 18 Fahrenheit, more or less. So, and to do that, we need a lot of power to cool this, because we don't have to cool just water, we have to cool milk. Milk contains fat, lactose, etc. And sugar we put in, so we need coal to freeze all this. And we need power to bake cold. So the history said that one chef from Caterina with the name Ruggeri was a chef, a simple man, was also alchemist, magician, alchemist.
He could make cold. What he done, he take a bowl, going in cellar underground and put in ice. Because you have to know that in a rich family, every rich family have a cellar underground, 4 or 5 meters deep, where they preserve ice block. You take a bowl like this, going in cellar underground and put ice here. And then going in the kitchen and take salt. Salt was present just by the rich family, not by everyone. And put this, if you do the real recipe, between ice and salt, you can arrive -18. And with the second bowl like this, you put in here egg yolk, honey and milk, mixed together and put in inside. And like magic, by the wall, began to freeze these ingredients. And with a spoon, it worked so long, it could arrive to have a consistence. And it could serve the gelato. And the people say, wow. Yes, it's the first time they have a gelato. They don't say wow, sorry, they was in French. It was more, oh, mon Dieu, incroyable, très bon. Gelato in the past was just for very rich people. Today, everyone can be happy with a small gelato for 10 minutes in life. Sometimes it's all over the square, over the spring. Oh, I have some picture. It's incredible. But the line, the almost time is 10 minutes. Usually it's 4 or 5 minutes to wait. So 2,000, it's normal. 2,000 is very normal. But many times 3,000 every day in the small shop. We have many ladies behind the desk. We are more or less 78. So, and they are very quickly. Sometimes too quickly, but anyway. We began with one employer. Today we have a 23. Every year, 1 or 2 employer more, every year. After 10 years, I buy a Rolex.
Lavorare con Sergio è diverso da lavorare da altre persone. Io ho lavorato in tanti altri posti e come Sergio non ce ne sono. A me piace, sicché mi ha cambiato proprio anche carattere, perché io sono molto chiusa, molto riservata, sicché per me stare a pubblico mi ha un po' cambiata e mi sono aperta un po' di più con le persone. Io sono 20 anni che ci sto con lui e abbiamo passato dei momenti brutti e belli, sempre sorridente. Dopo 10 anni che lavoravo da Sergio, lui a noi ormai 20 anni, passa oltre, ha regalato un orologio, sia a me che all'altra mia collega. Mi sono sentita orgogliosissima perché comunque lui ha apprezzato quello che noi si fa e in un certo modo nessuno orgogliosa di quello che lui ci ha regalato, diciamo. Io, Sergio Dondoli, the best in the world.
You can have 15 years, 70 years, 100 years. It's working, you know? And for life, you will remember of me, of family, Dondoli. No, I wasn't alone, even with my wife, everyone. You will remember that I gave you to thank you for your work.
Sono 26 anni che lavoro da Sergio. Piace l'ambiente e quindi è veramente bello. Personaggi famosi da Sergio, Tony Blair, la regina d'Olanda, Spalletti, allenatore della nazionale italiana. Ce ne sono stati tantissimi. È proprio sempre allegro, solare, è proprio così. Che dopo 10 anni che lavoravo da Sergio mi ha regalato un Rolex, un orologio, questo qua. Che Sergio lo ringrazio per tutti questi anni che abbiamo trascorso insieme, che è veramente una persona speciale. Il gelato di Sergio, secondo me, fa la gente molto, molto felice. Sì.
The success I have to share with all the family. Without my wife, don't exist the success. My wife is a hard worker. From morning 7 to usually to 7 in the evening, 12 hours, 7 days a week. My son, Stefano, my daughter, both daughter. So all my family working hard. Even my mom.
Allora, la macelleria Cecchini comincia alla fine del 1700 con il mio tris nonno. Io sono l'8ª generazione e sono 49 anni che faccio questo lavoro tutti i giorni per mantenere la tradizione di famiglia. Quello che sempre ho imparato dalla mia famiglia è a rispettare gli animali. Cioè, nella nostra tradizione l'animale doveva avere il massimo rispetto, una vita tranquilla, felice, cibo buono, spazi aperti, una morte dignitosa e sempre di usare tutto dal naso alla coda. La prima civiltà della Toscana erano gli Etruschi. Gli Etruschi erano un popolo libero e amavano il cibo, la musica, l'amore e erano convinti che la Toscana fosse il paradiso terrestre. Nella tradizione del Rinascimento toscano, la ricchezza più grande non erano i soldi, ma la ricchezza più grande era la conoscenza, diventare maestri nella propria arte. Era una ricerca della vita. Questa è la base dell'amicizia con Sergio. Ma c'è un piccolo libro che è la mia guida. È Il Piccolo Principe. Quando la volpe rivela il segreto al piccolo principe, gli spiega che si vede bene solo con il cuore. L'essenziale è invisibile agli occhi. Usiamo bene il nostro cuore per vedere. E quando io vedo Sergio con il mio cuore, vedo una persona limpida, appassionata, viva. È questo che succede. Non possiamo cambiare tutto il mondo, ma, come dicevano i vecchi contadini del Chianti, possiamo lasciare il mondo, il nostro messaggio al mondo, quando noi non ci saremo più. Possiamo lasciare un messaggio per avere un mondo un po' migliore. E questo è il nostro lavoro di artigiani, è il lavoro mio, è il lavoro di Sergio, è la nostra speranza di una terra più felice.
Well, I do many competition and I won many things, but this competition was simple. Now I can say that. In the past, I don't think this, but now I can say it was simple. Was simple because we have to produce one gelato, for example, chocolate. So everyone produce chocolate. And when you have luck, you can win, or you are one of the first three, okay. But, you know, competition, even the World Championship competition is very, very hard. Very hard. You have to work 2 months alone just for this. Today, I am the vice president, one of the 2 vice presidents, and I am the judge from the competition. Next January in Rimini is the finale from all over the world. And I am the man that let begin the start this competition because I have the, I don't know what is it. And this gave me big popularity too. One day, I became a letter. You have to come to us because you have became important prize, etc., etc., etc. Oh, come on! They wanna have money. I don't answer. 2 weeks later, come again, similar. Oh, come on! No, nothing. Then, a week later, again, come a telephone call from the most important Italian culinary school. Alma is in Parma. The director wished to call with me. Mr. Dondoli, we write you 2 letters. Oh, I don't receive. No, you receive. We can see you have received. Oh, I don't remember. So we invite you to come to us because you have to become a special prize for our president. You are one of the first 75 artisans from all art in Italy that received the prize Living National Treasure. Wow, come on, I say, don't lie, please, with me. I don't believe you. No, Dondoli, you have to be in Milan the 16th of June, 2016 at 12 because you are one of the first 75 in Italy. The first time they do this prize. What can I tell you? This was the biggest surprise to my life, but I said to myself, this is probably you begin to be old, Sergio, because no one guy take the prize. On this day, everyone was very old and older like me. But I was really surprised. My president gift is, come on. 2020, I became a similar letter. but in this case from the Senate, Italian Senate. So I read very well. You have to come here the 20th of January in Rome in Senate because you became the prize for Made in Italy award. 100 people became this. Close by me was Ferrari, the Ferrari man. And I say to the Ferrari man, someone of you from us is in wrong place. I cannot be together with you here. Something's wrong. So in my Senate became the prize for Made in Italy. So I represent the Made in Italy, come on. For gelato, I don't have a company, I don't have a industry, nothing. Gelato, the simple one. But gelato is probably begin to be popular in all over the world. And this is probably the time to give some awards. But competition is different like the other awards. The other awards are, Italy, the Senate tell to you, we are so proud for you, you do what you do. And even the president, they are, for me, the prize, the life, Pay attention, gelato and ice cream are two different words, are also two different things. They have just one thing together, the coldness, the temperature. The philosophy to produce gelato and ice cream are very different. Usually, I say usually, not everyone, I don't know everyone, but usually, they don't look of the best ingredients. And ice cream, when you buy ice cream at home, you buy a product made months before, probably.
Fallo piano, fallo piano.
Jerry.
I try in my life to buy the best food, organic food, because I know it's healthy. But it's healthy for the future, for everyone. Many people buy this, the industrial produce bad food, because the people, they want to have bad food. We have to change this way. We have to change. We have to look at the future. This poor world, we made this poor world very sad when we don't pay attention. And when you have kids, you have to pay more attention about this, because they have to begin from kids on to do good food. In your future, please try to buy healthy product. It's also including this. I made publicity for this. I wish, because I wish a better world in the future. Dream is very important for people. Without dream, I cannot understand the life. Anytime in your life, you need a dream, because the dream, it's like a train, If you're between the train going, without dream, you stayed in the same place. You have to work for the dream. Nothing come alone, nothing. Nothing spend you something. Nothing. No one. Not your dad, not your mom. Nothing. No one. Not while they don't want. They cannot. They cannot. So you have to fight for your dream. You have to work for your dream. Dreams are very hard to realize. But if you are strong enough, come on, it's nothing better than to realize a dream of part of the dream. And I feel me now, even now, by 70, kids, I have a lot of dream. I have a lot of dream. Someone I cannot realize, probably. I have a lot. I wish to stay young. If you don't dream more, you'll be old in a couple of minutes. It's my idea. To make people happy, I think in life, it's very difficult. When you can make other people happy, the happiness for other people is your happiness. But I have the possibility, through my gelato, to spend happiness in short time, because I never saw one kids, no one with gelato in the hand cry. Now they are happy because the sweetness alone makes people happy. And gelato special one because it's cold and sweet, you know. So I make people happy. I can help people through this simple thing, gelato. Come on.